It is very early this morning. It is 20 to 4 and I've been awake since around 1:30, so I'm quite tired and I just couldn't get back to sleep basically. So I have a cobweb on my camera. I'm going to make myself a cup of spiced chai and maybe have a piece of that spiced apple cake that I made yesterday because it's too early for breakfast. For something as substantial as breakfast, so I'm going to get those. I'm a little croaky because it's first thing, and maybe do a bit of video editing and maybe some other computery bits, and then try and wake myself up. It's now early afternoon. I just woke up from a long winter's nap. No, I spent the morning video editing and gaming, poodling about, doing bits and pieces. I'm mostly trying to keep myself from nodding off on the laptop, to be honest. So I decided I was going to have to cave in and go and have a lie down, which I did, and I've had a couple of hours. So I've come outside for a bit of fresh, well, I say outside, I'm inside the greenhouse, but I've come out for some bit of fresh air, and I'm going to pick some more of the tomatoes. They're about gone over now. We've still got a fair few green ones still coming on, and some of the plants have still got a reasonable amount of foliage left, so they might still ripen up, but I will take in any that are ripe or almost ripe. Maybe I'll leave out the ones that are almost ripe, but I'll take in the ones that are ripe, and no doubt I'll have another bowl full. I spent a little bit of time earlier just moving my spinning wheel into the front window in my crafting room. I'm finding I really want to spin, but it feels like a bit of an effort to get the wheel out. So I've moved it in position, and all I need to do if I want to spin now is just turn my little wicker chair around, and it's in the perfect position, and I can look out the window onto the front garden while spinning. Just a few minutes here and there I think will scratch that itch, rather than bringing the spinning wheel into the living room, for example, while watching telly or something like that. Last time I did a big spinning project, I think was Tour de Fleece, a couple of years ago, and I injured my back from spinning too much for too long periods of time over a long period of time. So small amounts of spinning here and there is probably better a few minutes every day, or you know, maybe a bit longer every so often is probably a better idea. So I am doing a bit more knitting. I'm just want to get this sleeve finished. It feels like this sleeve is taking twice as long as the first one. I've got that much done on the second sleeve. So there's the underarm. And I need to knit another, I don't know, about 5 inches maybe, until it's at the point, the same point as the first one. And then it'll be the colourwork part before each of the cuffs. So it's still going to take a few more days. And that's without taking into account the bottom of the sweater with the rib and everything. So this is taking me longer than I thought it would. The finishing, the first part seemed to fly along. Even down to knitting the stockinette on the body. All the way from the yoke all the way down to the bottom of where I've knit on the body so far. Didn't seem to take very long at all, only a few days. But the sleeves seem to be taking ages. I'm not one of these people that has a problem with knitting sleeves. I don't mind knitting sleeves. I don't have this thing, this sleeve island thing where it feels like forever. Well, not normally anyway. But I think with this one it's more a case of, because I want to get it done quickly, because Halloween is fast approaching, but also because I want to knit on other things as well, that it's feeling like it's taking a fair amount of time. But otherwise it doesn't normally bother me to knit sleeves. Well, probably because I end up knitting them 2 or 3 times because I'm not happy on the fit, and I end up ripping back a few inches and then knitting again. So yes, I'm just gonna plod along with this, put something on the YouTubes, get caught up with some bits and pieces, bits and pieces on there, and words are eluding me today. So I'm going to do that before making dinner, and I think that'll be my evening sorted. Working on this and finding a movie to watch, I think. I'm not sure what. I think it's about time we started going for the seriously Halloweeny movies now. So I'm not sure. Decisions. I kind of like to leave my kind of favoritist ones till really close to Halloween. My favoritist ones kind of being Trick or Treat. That is one of our favourites. We love that one. It's not suitable for children. We do enjoy that one. And I'll have to let the cat in a moment. But there's another one we watch at least every other year, which is Tucker and Dale versus Evil, which is over the top, kind of a bit gruesome at times, but over the top comedy, like kind of comedy. And what else is our other ones? I'm trying to think. Obviously there's the ones like Nightmare Before Christmas and Hocus Pocus, the first one. The second one was okay, but although the first one's like really cheesy and dated now, it's still, I prefer that one over the second one. So there are a few, and then there's a few horrors that I'd like to get through as well, but John doesn't like horror films. And I don't like them as much as I used to. I used to love them as a teenager. I think I just have an overactive imagination is the problem. So we'll try and find something to watch this evening. Maybe I can intersperse some horror movies in amongst the kids' Halloween films as well. Okay, I think I'll probably leave you there for today because I don't think I'll be doing anything other than just knitting and watching TV. So I shall see you tomorrow. Bye bye.